Hey guys, Cesar Delgadillo back with another Solar Pros episode. Today I got my good friend and business partner, Joel Gomez. Welcome to the show, man. I know we've been wanting to do this. You're out in the Phoenix area now, so it's a little tougher for us to connect sometimes, but welcome to the show, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you. I know we've been talking about doing a podcast for a while. I'm glad to be here. We didn't plan this at all, but we're
so your wife and your newborn daughter at my house with my wife right now, just chilling, having a good time with our new member of the family,
your little puppy,
Nala, the new chocolate lab that we bought. So yeah, good times, man. And it's that's what I really love about our team, that we have real relationships, real people that connect together and decided to win together, man. And, I know I don't tell you this much, dude, but it's very impressive where you did the transition from the corporate world into, you know, working basically a commission-based business, being an independent contractor, working for yourself. Not too many people can do that transition well, because you get used to that security blanket of the corporate world and the secure paycheck. And so maybe talk a little bit about that and how that's been for you.
It's been great, man. It's been a blessing. I was actually there at like one of the first meetings when Spartan Solar started back in beginning of 2016.
Right.
I was excited. I saw the bond that you guys had with Ross and everybody, but like you said, I had a comfortable job, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had that security blanket. So back in 2016, solar was still, hearing you, most barely booming, and yeah, so I got caught up in the routine, working at 9 to 5, not even 9 to 5, man. My schedules were crazy. I was away from my family a lot, so it was just, I was just tired of that rat race, that 9 to 5, and last year decided I made a decision last year around the summertime. I called you. I remember calling you like in the summer, and I was like, hey man, like I'm ready to go all in. And I got my finances straight. I started saving up, and I positioned myself where the beginning of this year we took off running. So it's been a blessing, man.
No, and it's been great to see that transition, because like I said, not a lot of people can turn around and implement that right away. And you basically started just knocking out of the park. And really, it's not by coincidence. It's not that you know how to work, and you know how to put the client first. And I've seen that firsthand, because you know we work on a lot of these designs and contracts together for your clients. And every time I know you're definitely concerned with your clients' success, as far as them turning around and thanking you later for putting the system on the roof. You're not just there looking for a paycheck. You're a person who's concerned about the long-term savings and making sure we get the right system, the best system that we possibly can, the best system that is available for them in their situation. And you go in depth into the numbers, man. I gotta say, I've worked with a lot of people in this industry. I've done a lot of work in this industry, and you go into the numbers deeper than anybody else I've seen, man.
Yeah, man. I've always loved numbers. My dad was an accountant, so that was the plan for me to go to school, get my 4-year degree, become an accountant. And I've always been good with numbers since I was little.
Yeah.
I remember my dad used to give me money, like he would do times tables, and he would just like give me incentives, right? So I was always good with numbers. So the transition with that with solar now is I've always, my jobs that I had before were in banking and telecom. So it was always with customer service and bills, right? Everyday bills or services. So now with solar, it is a long-term commitment. The savings is long-term. So I really like to show my customers the future savings, right? So a lot of people get caught up about today's numbers, but the reality is we don't have other than APS, homeowners don't have another option, right? So they're used to that monopoly, and many people have been paying APS for many years, so a lot of people don't even remember what their bill is or how much they've paid. So the first thing I like to do is just make sure that they understand how much they're paying, how much their rates have increased over the last 24 months, because it's all available in your APS account. So I like to make sure they understand what they're paying and break down their rate. And so they understand, and they know that, hey, you know what, I am looking out for them, and making sure that they understand what they're going to be paying with solar and what the future savings are. Because like I said, solar is a long-term commitment. And most of my clients honestly have been referrals, family, friends. So I mean, I want to make sure that they're taken care of. And
of course, because this is something that I like telling people. When you get a client here in this industry with solar, you got a client for the next 25 years.
Yeah.
It's not, I got a client that later this afternoon that I have to sign up.
Yep.
That's just the beginning of it. You're not closing, you're opening up a new relationship, God willing, for the next 25 years.
Correct.
And you want to make sure you do it the right way.
The right way,
so,
yeah.
Dude, that's awesome, and I can see that, man. You get more referrals probably than most of the guys on our team because of that due diligence, those numbers that you talk about, that you go in depth and you paint a picture of before, during, and after.
Correct.
And your follow-up game, man, that's definitely, you're on top of it, man, because to go back and spend time on somebody's bill long after the fact they've already bought solar. Or leased solar from you, that speaks volumes. That means you're genuinely concerned about their long-term success with this system.
Correct.
And by default, these people want to refer you to more people because they can see that you're generally taking care of them.
Yeah.
So it's a perfect recipe for success, above marketing and above doing any other type of networking, which is great things, right? We love doing that as well, but nothing beats taking care of your customers.
Correct.
And you do it better than I can say just about anybody else that I've seen in this industry, man. And so we've seen a lot of guys come and go from this industry, and a lot of guys that are maybe still out there but not quite work at the level of the standard that you work by, man. So my hat's to you, because even though you're newer to the industry than a lot of other people that have been here longer, you are implementing certain things that like a veteran does, something that people that are going to be here for a long time. And it's great to see, because then that's how you solidify your future and your family's future as well as an independent contractor in this industry.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. It's like I said, right now I like to treat it like the real estate game, right? Like you're a realtor yourself, you have your license, so it's basically doing the same type of business with a different service, right? So and just taking care of the customer, putting the customer first, and making sure that you're assessing their needs properly. I mean, there's deals that we've walked away from that didn't make sense for the customer.
We talk about it. I know you call me on the phone and say, well, this is what we got, but it doesn't look like in this case it's really gonna be beneficial for them. And you've walked away from those deals when other people could sit there and just go for the money and convince people that it's good for you, even though you got this big tree that's shading your house. And they go ahead and get that deal done, and the companies they represent will get it done just to get it done, and then you have an unsatisfied customer, right? So you work, even though you get a lot of business because you have family and friends in Yuma. What is the area that you're going to be focusing on as far as like your main market?
My main market is I live in Goodyear, so I have a couple customers out there. Goodyear, Casa Grande, Florence. Florence is huge for solar. They love solar out there, and just anywhere in the EPS market in the West Valley, it's growing huge. I got a customer in Peoria, Buckeye, so all that area, anywhere in the EPS market. In the West Valley, we're going to focus on. We're focused on building a team out there as well.
Perfect. So let's elaborate more on the team, because there might be somebody out there that says, "Well, man, I'd love to team up with you guys, especially if they're in Yuma or the Phoenix area, even in Tucson. You got some teammates out there now as well. I know you're a team player. I see people that have your back that are on your team. So if there's anybody out there that might want to reach out to you, what are some things that you want to encourage them, or what type of guy or woman are you looking for to team up with and help them make money, right?
Anybody in the service industry. I mean, some people that want to make another source of income. We work with the referral game. Our referral game is pretty strong, so we love to network. I mean, you're having an event tonight with networking, so we love to network. I think that's, and I've heard it before on this podcast, the new currency is relationships. So anybody that you have a relationship with, I mean, anybody can benefit from your services, and most of all in the solar industry, what I see a lot is a lot of people want to go solar, they just don't know who to trust, right? So that's the biggest key, is if you have that relationship or that trust with that solar rep, or like, hey, you know what, this guy's been doing it for a while, that referral is the best lead you can get. So anybody that's in the service industry or has thought about knowing more about solar, right? Like I said, solar is great. It's a great option for a customer. It's the only option they have. But anybody that's in real estate, insurance, we can definitely network. We network with a couple of people out in the West Valley as well. So,
Right.
so yeah, anybody reach out to me. You can reach out to me on Facebook, on my Facebook.
What you're just under
Joel Gomez,
Gomez?
yeah.
I knew that, but maybe something.
Yeah, Joel Gomez under
Your
Facebook,
Instagram?
IG. I have it as the Gomez the Solar Plug. So you reach out to me, social media. I post a lot of my installs there, and I make and my customers' testimonies. So just to that's how you build your business now. I think social media is huge, and
Definitely, man. And what's huge for me is that I know the way you take care of your clients and the way you take care of your team. If somebody out there decides to give you a call or connect with you and join your team, number one, your clients are going to be taken care of.
correct.
You as a rep are going to learn how to do this business the right way, right? Because anybody can do this business, but not everybody can do it the right way. Your customers are going to be taken care of. You're going to learn this business, and your pocket is going to get fat.
Yeah.
Because learning to do this the right way and taking care of your customers, that's the recipe for long-term success. Not you hear a lot of guys that I'll pay you more, I'll do this, and they want to lead with all the fluff, all the smoke and mirrors. This is a guy that actually does it the right way, that takes care of his people. And if that's who you want to learn from, give Joel a call and connect with him, and he'll help you get to whatever level you need to get to.
Yeah.
So, cool. Anything else you want to say before we wrap it up?
No, it's great to be on the podcast, great to be on the team. Like I said, I just want to give some words of advice. If you ever thought about being an entrepreneur or starting your own career, your own journey, go ahead and do it. It's going to take time. For me, it took a couple of years to get started full time, but I always had the same mentality: just keep working, keep growing, and yeah, man, just set yourself up for success. Like I said, we're in this for the long term. We want to build a bigger team, help out others, right? And just thank you and Ross for you guys been great mentors. And like I said, we're in this for the long term. So we'll be building out in Vegas as well, West Valley, going out to California. So we're looking to go.
Well, let's keep the momentum going. If you ever thought there was a good time, good place to join the solar movement, well, today is the time. Here is the place. Connect with us, and we'll help you get started. If you're already involved in the solar industry, we'll help you scale your business and take it to a whole new level. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next Solar Pros episode.